Shamagori Mataji.
Yeah, today we are very fortunate to have our guest Kaumodaki Mataji to enlighten us on Brahma Samhita topic, and she is continuing from Mataji went to India. So Kaumodaki Mataji, are you there?
Yes, Mataji, I'm here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. You can take over, Mataji.
Okay, thank you very much to all the devotees. Hare Krishna. Om Gnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deva Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpatarupyasya Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Today we are going to read from the Brahma Samhita, which was composed by Lord Brahma after having a darshan and realization about the Lord Krishna. He has composed this Brahma Samhita prayers and offered to the Lord Krishna. So for our benefit, for the benefit of all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and this Brahma Samhita was acquired by Lord Chaitanya from the south when he went to South Yatra. In Adi Keshava Mandir. From there he has found the Brahma Samhita, and he had made the copy of that, and he brought to the devotees when he came back to Jagannath Puri, and he presented to the devotees. So all the devotees there, they also made a copies of it. So and then eventually we have received this by the Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. He has translated and given purport to it. So that's what we are going to read. In early days, Prabhupada's disciples asked if we can make editing or correction, something like that. So Prabhupada said no. Just reprint as it is. So he said no change and no improvement or anything, nothing. Just print as it is. So this is what we are given by Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, our Prabhupada's mercy. We are getting this nectar from the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. He is giving us. So we'll read today's text with the Brahma Samhita. The text number is 37. Actually, this is not the whole Brahma Samhita, but this is the 5th chapter that was only available, and that was, we are also chanting these prayers, Govindam Adipurusham Stotra, in the temples and in ISKCON temples. Text number 37. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitabhi Tabirya Eva Nija Rupataya Kalabhi Goloka Eva Nivasati Akhilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusam Tamaham Bhajami. Word to word meaning. Ananda, bliss, Chit, and knowledge. Maya, consisting of. Rasa, mellows. Prati, every second. Bhavitabi, who are engrossed with. Tabi, with those. Ya, who. Eva, certainly. Nija Rupataya, with his own form. Kalabi, who are parts of portions of his pleasure potency. Goloke, in Goloka Vrindavan. Eva, certainly. Nivasati, resides. Akhilatma, as the soul of all. Bhuta, who exists. Govindam, Govind. Adi Purusham, the original personality. Tam, him. Aham, I. Bhajami, worship. The translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. I worship the primeval Lord residing in His own realm, Goloka, with Radha, resembling His own spiritual figure. The embodiment of the ecstatic potency possessed of the 64 artistic activities in the company of her confidants, Sakhis. Embodiments of the extensions of her bodily form, permeated and vitalized by his ever blissful spiritual rasa. So here in translation, Srila Prabhupada is explaining to us that in a Goloka, Krishna, Govinda, whose name is Govinda, is a primeval Lord, and he is residing there in Goloka with Radharani. And who is Radharani? So he is saying, resembling his own spiritual figure. That means it's Govinda's own spiritual figure, the embodiment of the ecstatic potency possessed of the 64 artistic activities. And in the company of her confidants, there's the Sakhis of Srimati Radharani, and embodiments of the extensions of her bodily form. The Sakhis are the extension and bodily forms of Srimati Radharani, permeated and vitalized by his ever blissful spiritual rasa. So they are all, Srimati Radharani is serving ecstatic potency. She is embodiment of the ecstatic potency, and she is serving Govinda, Krishna, the primeval Lord, with all the Sakhis. And there are 64 artistic activities. With that, she is serving from the time immemorial. She continuously serves. The purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. Although the Lord Absolute and His potency are one and the same existence. Still, they exist eternally as separate entities, as Radha and Krishna. They are one, but they are okay. But they are also, we see them as Radha and Krishna. So then Prabhupada has said, when he says Radha, so it's Radha and Krishna. When he says Krishna, it's Radha and Krishna. There's no difference. It's the same personality. And it also says they've assumed the two bodies, but the soul is one. But actually, if they are completely soul, they both are. It's a Satchidananda Vigraha. There is no difference between body and soul. But sometimes they are saying that the two body and one soul to present, to explain how they are not different from one another. In the reading, I'm reading the purport again. In both the ecstatic energy and the transcendental Lord Krishna, there exists Sringara Rasa, amorous love, whose quality is inconceivable. So between this Krishna is enjoying with Krishna. It is himself. It is the same. There is no difference between Radha and Krishna. Still, we have one is a potency and one the potent. One who receives the service and one who serves the Krishna. Hare Krishna. The vibhav, extension of that rasa, mellow quality, that's what this rasa means, is twofold. This vibhav means extension and rasa means mellow quality, is twofold. That is alambana or prop and uddipana, stimulation. Of these, alambana is twofold. That is ashraya, that means supported, and visaya is supporter. Ashraya signifies Radhika herself and the extensions of her own form, and visaya means Krishna himself. So this ashraya signifies Radharani and her extensions, her own form. It said all his sakhis, her sakhis. That is ashraya, and Krishna himself is a visaya. Krishna is Govinda, Lord of Goloka. The gopis are the facsimile ashraya and that rasa. Because of these gopis, they are unlimited gopis, and because they are also the ashraya of that rasa. We already read about the rasa is Sringara rasa, and that's what is being described. Hare Krishna. Now the translation purport. With them, Krishna indulges in eternal pastimes in Goloka. Nija Rupataya means where the attributes manifested from the ecstatic energy. This ecstatic energy is Srimati Radharani. So all these attributes are manifested by her, from her. The 64 activities in fine arts and crafts are the following. These are the 64 items of the attributes. One is Gita, art of singing. Two is Vadya, art of playing on musical instruments. 3, Nritya, art of dancing. 4, Natya, art of theatrical reticles. 5. Alekhya, art of painting. 6. Visheshakchedya, art of painting the face and body with colored unguents and cosmetics. Six. Oh, that's a 6. Now the 7. Tandula Kusuma Balli Vikar. That means art of preparing offerings from rice and flowers. This art, I see them, they decorate. When in Mayapur, we went to Mayapur, and every Saturday they have a procession. Radha Madhava goes on procession on elephant, and all this on the road they decorate very nice with flowers and with rice and things, different paints. It's very nice, different color flowers, very beautiful. They decorate. So this is one of the artistic attributes. Puspas Tarana, art of making a covering of flowers for a bed. Darshana Vasananga Raga, art of applying preparations for cleansing the teeth, clothes, and painting the body. That's it. Darshana means teeth, and Vasana means clothes. So that's what. Because I remember my mother had her teeth were painted. Her teeth were red. So that's what it reminds me of that. And 10 is Mani Bhumika Karma, art of making the groundwork of jewels. Like they make this rangoli. In Hindi it says rangoli. So that's what it is. Shayya Rachana, art of covering the bed. Udaka Vadya, art of playing on music in water. With hands they do different, they make arrangements like this, and then make music. Very nice. Udaka Ghata. Udaka Ghata, not Ghata, but soft tea. Art of splashing with water. Chitra Yoga, art of practically applying an admixture of colors. Fifteen. Malya Granthana Vikalpa, art of designing a preparation of wreaths. 16. Shekharapida Yojana, art of practically setting the coronet on the head. 17. Nepatya Yoga, art of practically dressing in the tiring room. 18. Karnapatra Bhanga, art of decorating the trugus of the ear, etc. 19. Sugandha Yukti, art of practical application of aromatics. 20. Bhusana Yojana, art of applying or setting ornaments. Aindra Jala, art of jugglery. Kauchumara, a kind of art. Hasa Laghava, art of sleight of hand, making gestures with the hand. Chitra Shaka Saka Pupa Bhakshya Vikara Kriya. Art of preparing varieties of salad, bread, cake, and delicious food. Panaka Rasa Ragasava Yojana. Art of practically preparing palatable drinks and tinging draughts with red color. Tinging. Put a tint of it, a little bit of, give a red color, something like that. 26. Suchivaya Karma. Art of art of needlework and weaving. 727. Sutra Kriya. Art of playing on lute. Art of playing with thread. Sutra means thread. So you can connect the two ends together of the thread and then make different, with fingers, and make different designs like that. We used to do it, children also do it. The Veena Damuruka Vadya, art of playing on lute and small X-shaped drum. This Damuru is, we all know that Lord Shiva, he plays the Damuru. This is 29. Prahelika, art of making and solving riddles. 29. A Pratimala, art of caping or reciting verse for verse as a trial for memory or skill. Durvachaka Yoga, art of practicing language difficult to be answered by others. 31. Pustaka Vachana, art of reciting books. 32. Natika Kya Vikadarshana, art of enacting short plays and anecdotes. 33. Kavya Samasya Puranam, art of solving enigmatic verses. 34. Pattika Vetra Bana Vikalpa, that is the art of designing preparation of shield, cane, and arrows. We see sometimes that the cane is given to Krishna on the altar. It's decorated with different, sometimes with the flowers, sometimes with the pearls and things like that. So that is also one of our art. Tarku Karma, art of spinning by spindle. Spinning by spindle. 36. Takshana, art of carpentry. Vastu Vidya, art of engineering. Raupya Ratna Pariksha, art of testing silver and jewels. Dhatu Vada, art of metallurgy. 40. Mani Raga Znana, art of tinging jewels. 41. Akar Znana, art of mineralogy. Vrikshayura Veda Yoga, art of practicing medicine or medical treatment by herbs. 43. Mesa Kukuta Lavaka Yuddha Vidhi, art of knowing the mode of fighting of lambs, cocks and birds. Sukha Sadhika Pralapana. Pralapana means art of maintaining or knowing conversation between male and female cockatoos. 45. Utsadana, art of healing or cleaning a person with perfumes. 46. Kesha Marjana Kaushala, art of combing hair. 47. I have seen one picture or painting, something like that, that Krishna is fixing Radharani's hair, with the comb. He's doing that. It's very, Krishna knows all the arts. Akshara Mustika Kathana, art of talking with letters and fingers. Mlechita Kutarka Vikalp, art of fabricating barbarous or foreign sophistry. 49. Desha Bhasa Gnana, art of knowing provincial dialects. Puspa Satika Nirmiti Jnana, art of knowing prediction by heavenly voice or knowing preparation of toy cards by flowers. Yantra Matrika, art of mechanics. Dharana Matrika, art of the use of amulets. 53. Samvachya, art of conversation. 54. Manasi Kavya Kriya, art of composing verse mentally. 55. Kriya Vikalpa, art of designing a literary work or a medical remedy. Chalitaka Yoga, art of practicing as a builder of shrines called after him. Shrines called after him. 57. Abhidana Kosa Chando Jnana, art of the use of lexicography and meters. 58. Vastra Gopana, art of concealment of cloth. Dyuta Vishesha, art of knowing specific gambling. Akarsha Krida, art of playing with dice or magnet. Balaka Kridanaka, art of using children's toys. Vainayiki Vidya, art of enforcing discipline. Vaijayiki Vidya, art of gaining victory. Vaitaliki Vidya, art of awakening masters with music at dawn. That's a 64. Now these 64 are the arts, artistic activities. All these arts manifesting their own eternal forms are ever visible in the region of Goloka as the ingredients of rasa. And in the mundane sphere, they have been unstintedly exhibited in the pastimes of Vraja by the spiritual Chit potency, Yogamaya. So, Vrindavan, Vauma Vrindavan, in the Goloka. So, these are spiritual, in the spiritual all these, and they also exist in Vrindavan when Krishna appeared, and Krishna and Radharani appeared with all his entourage. So whole Vrindavan, Goloka, had come there also. It's an extension of Goloka. Vrindavan. So there is no difference between Goloka Vrindavan and Gokula Vrindavan. It's the same. It's the same. So Sri Rupa says this verse, but I don't have it with me. Sadanante Santita. That is, Krishna is ever manifest in his beauty with his infinite pastimes in Goloka. Sometimes the variant manifestation of those pastimes become visible on the mundane plane. Sri Hari, the Supreme Lord, also manifests his pastimes of birth, etc., accompanied by his paraphernalia. So, the divine sportive potency fills the hearts of his paraphernalia with appropriate spiritual sentiments in conformity with the will of Krishna. Those pastimes that manifest themselves on the mundane plane are his visible pastimes. If those pastimes are visible, we say it's prakat. And which are not visible on this mundane platform, they are aprakat, but they are continuously, eternally going on in the spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavan. In the Gokul Vrindavan, what the pastimes we have heard about and read about, so then those are prakat, manifested, and those are unmanifested in Goloka Vrindavan. That is what is being described. All those very pastimes exist in their non-visible form in Goloka, beyond the ken of mundane knowledge. In his visible pastimes, Krishna sojourns in Gokula, Mathura, and Dwarka. Those pastimes that are non-visible in those three places are visible in their spiritual sides of Vrindavan. From the conclusion just stated, it is clear that there is no distinction between the visible and non-visible pastimes. The Apostle Jiva Goswami, in his commentary on this shloka, as well as in the gloss of Ujjvala Nilmani and in Krishna Sandarbha, remarks that the visible pastimes of Krishna are the creation of his Chit spiritual potency. Being in conjunction with the reference to mundane function, they exhibit certain features which seem to be true by the influence of the limiting potency Maya. But these cannot exist in the transcendental reality. The destruction of demons, illicit paramourship, birth, etc. are examples of this peculiarity. The gopis are the extensions of the ecstatic energy of Krishna, and so are exceptionally his own. How can there be illicit connection in their case? The illicit mistressship of the gopis found in his visible pastime is but the mundane reflection of the transcendental reality. The hidden meaning underlying the words of Sri Jiva Goswami, when it is made explicit, will leave no doubt in the minds of the readers. Sri Jiva Goswami is our preacher of transcendental truth. So he is always under the influence of Sri Rupa and Sanatana. Moreover, in the pastimes of Krishna, Sri Jiva is one of the Manjaris. So he is conversant with all transcendental realities. I think I will stop here because the purport is longer. Prabhupada has given very nice purport. It's very long, several pages. So we can stop here, and if there is a question or comment, I'm sure there's no correction, because whatever I said there may be correction, but whatever Prabhupada has said, there's no correction. So thank you very much for all the devotees for giving me the opportunity to purify myself. Thank you very much, everyone. Please unmute, and if you have question, comment, correction for myself or adding, please let me know. Please do so. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances.
Please accept mine. Thank you.
Okay. So, Mataji, this is, yes, Mataji. So, Mataji, this is just one extension of one of the rasas, right? So that itself has so much of detail.
Yes.
So there are many other rasas also, right, Mataji?
Yes, this is the topmost rasa, which is in the topmost planet, Goloka Vrindavan. Is enjoyed by Krishna with his topmost devotees. Topmost rasa is being enjoyed by Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda.
So, Mataji, where are all these things explained in? This is mentioned in the purport here, but is it in Chaitanya Charitamrita or this?
Yes, there's Prabhupada has taken, maybe from there's the Ujjvala Nirmani is also mentioned, Ujjvala Nirmani, but it's very esoteric and it's very on our platform right now. I mean, at least for me myself, I would say I cannot delve into it. But in the Nectar of Devotion, there is some. So that is for our Prabhupada's translation, translated from Nectar of Devotion and given the summary study of Nectar of Devotion. So that can give us little glimpse of in it, And with Krishna's all pastimes are very attractive, and we are being a part and parcel of him. So Krishna is letting us know through the disciplic succession how we can understand this, because I don't have much intelligence to understand, but by the explanation of the acharyas, Guru Vargas, so then we can understand a little bit. So at this point, I don't delve in Ujjvala Nirmani, and there's some other books compiled by the Goswamis. And the thing is, to tell you the truth, I don't have that much time in this material world, in this body. I mean, that's what I mean. I don't know about the future. But then also, I had the books, but I haven't read it. So it's very nicely, there is all described and very nice. But I don't know. If you have, I don't know, see, first we have to understand what Prabhupada has given us. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Nectar of Devotion, and Nectar of Instruction. So if we study these books and understand, Prabhupada has given us everything in these books. So if we understand deeply all this, and then we can, and also this Brahma Samhita is given by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, who is Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj. And so with that, we can understand a little bit, or at least try to understand. So, but going in the Goswami's books are written in Sanskrit, And from there, it has been, given us this, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He has done some work. He has done tremendous work. So many books he has written, and so many songs also he has written. So from there, Narottam Das Thakur, Lochan Das Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So if we read the songs, we can also understand these nice esoteric pastimes. So because if they are realization, they are spiritual, they are manjaris. Manjaris means, they are assisting the sakhis in their unlimited manjaris who assist. It's called the maid servants. And also previously, when we read this Brahma Samhita, in there also I mentioned that what Prabhupada has mentioned in one of the purport that he has given on the, audio, that he says that when Brahma realized, when he got the realization, after that he has composed this Brahma Samhita. So in Brahma Samhita, so that's what Prabhupada has mentioned, that he, in one of the explaining this one of the verse, so he has said that Brahma also realized that he is a maid servant, one of the maid servants. It means manjari, one of the manjari. But detail was not realized. So Lord Brahma, he is the creator of this universe. And he is the first person who got the knowledge directly from the Krishna. And we are receiving this same knowledge that Lord Brahma is giving in this cyclic succession. And to know the disciplic succession, we know Bhagavad Gita, page number 35 or something like that, after the introduction section, and before Bhagavad Gita chapter starts, first chapter starts, there's a list of the parampara, disciplic succession. So we are receiving that in their disciplic succession. So this is how we understand. And that's how I am understood. But I don't know much about anything beyond this. And I think this is enough for me. I'm sure, I'm not thinking, but I'm sure that this is enough for me to understand. Just accept as it is given. Does it make any sense or understanding?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Anyone else have any comments, questions?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Very wonderful class, Mataji, and very nice, the qualities of Srimati Radharani, how she serves Krishna in 64 ways. It's really amazing, Mataji.
Mataji, can you speak a little louder? Somehow I can't hear clearly.
Oh.
Is it Shyamagauri Mataji or is that Gopika Mataji? I don't know.
This is Shyama.
Huh? Shyamagauri Mataji.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. That's what...
Hare Krishna, Mataji, can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear. Okay.
So, Mataji, I was saying, the 64 ways to serve Krishna, how expert Srimati Radharani is, and it's really amazing. It's the different rasas they are very different from each other, and Radharani has all those qualities. So it's really amazing, Mataji.
Yes, because let's say if you see Krishna is amazing, so there's no amazing about Radharani, because Radharani is not different than Krishna. Radharani is Krishna. So it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that's what we hear, that Radharani cooks for Krishna, but she's cooking eternally. She has never prepared the same item again in cooking. This is only one of the items. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
And all these artists, and she's serving Krishna. So if we please somehow Radharani, so we can serve in a way to please Radharani, and Krishna is pleased. So for that, we have to be pleased our Guru Maharaj by doing nice, wholeheartedly service, whatever service. Specifically, the one, the very important one, is the chanting of the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the best service we can do. When from these, all the services become perfect. If we can chant very nicely, purely, then everything will be revealed to us. From Nam comes Rupa, Guna, Leela, all this paraphernalia, everything about Krishna, Govinda. What we cannot, in the earthly pastimes, we have so many devotees are visible. Right now also, the pure-hearted souls who is pure, they also see the pastimes of the Lord, which are on transcendental platform. So then, as we become pure, we can also see the pastimes and also partake in the pastime by serving them. So this is our constitutional position, to serve them. Lord Chaitanya says, Jivera Swarupaha Nitya Krishna Das. So we are all jivas, all jivas. That's the constitutional position of the jiva, is we are eternally the servant. But because of our condition, because of we wanted to be not to serve Krishna, and we wanted to be enjoyer. So now we are put into this material environment. But here we are learning how we can become pure and go back to serve them in Goloka Vrindavan by the mercy of all the acharyas, Guru Shishya Parampara, and all the acharyas, present acharyas also, they are teaching. So many devotees are very nice. They have cultivated that emotions and knowledge very nicely, and they are also giving. And one of the, several of them are, like Savitri Mataji, Kalasudha Mataji, and there's another, we have Adi Gadadhar Prabhu, Ramgiri Hari Prabhu. They are giving such a nice, very nice nectar. If I can imbibe this and practice what they are giving instructions, that would be wonderful. I can become purify myself. It's very nice devotees. So if you can try, this is what we have to practice. Because in time immemorial, we have not done this purification process. We have done except that in this lifetime we have started. So we can put in endeavor as much as possible, fully endeavor. Then we can gradually come up to this original standard. That is love for Krishna, Radharani and Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Mataji. Wonderful. And thank you very much for being on the call all the time. We are so fortunate to have you on the call, Mataji.
It's in that one.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Damodaran.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Your lectures are always so nice and full of knowledge.
I don't have knowledge. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, Mataji, I always dwell on this when we translate Sanskrit words into English. They never convey the exact meaning.
Yes.
So, the word Manjari, I'm very fascinated by the word Manjari, although in English we translate into servant or, this. But in Sanskrit, there are many words for people who serve, like there is kinkari and there is a dasi. But this Manjari is a different category. And I want you to look into it. I don't have so much of knowledge, but I have an inkling that the kinkari, the word kinkar or kinkari is like a modern day servant who works for salary. Whereas das or dasi becomes somebody who is contractually bound, like, a slave or bonded labor, which we like to call ourselves as das and anudas. But the Manjari word is it's not even maid or housemaid or something. Manjari, in my opinion, would be somebody who is become a serving person out of love and out of bhava, voluntarily.
Yes.
So the English words of servant and maid and all don't fit very nicely with the word Manjari. That's just why I wanted to bring it out.
Yeah. Thank you. So we can use the word dasi and das. That would be nice, appropriate. Yes, thank you very much, Prabhuji Damodaran. Because Manjari is a very high standard.
Yes.
Yes.
Manjari is a very elevated.
And also, like Manjari, we are saying that the Tulsi Devi, she also produces the flower birds and flowers. So the whole row of flower birds and flowers is called Manjari, and Krishna loves. And so Krishna loves Tulsi, and this Manjari is also offered to him in his garland and as his lotus feet. So it's very nice. I know I'm not saying the Manjari means nothing, that is what I have understood, that Manjari is assisting the Sakhis to serve Radharani. So there are 8 principal Sakhis. And those 8 principal Sakhis have the other Sakhis assisting. And those Sakhis also have other Sakhis. And then the Manjaris, so they are all the Sakhis, they assist in Radha Krishna's pastimes. But when they have their own private pastimes, when they are by Radha and Krishna are them together, though all the Sakhis, none of the Sakhis can attend to their service. Only Manjari and the Rupa Goswami, the Rupa Manjari, is the head of all the Manjaris. And so Rupa Manjari and Rati Manjari or Tulasi Manjari is called. She has the 2 names. So they are the 2 ones. And they serve them. Like when they perspire, they go when they are together and they fan them. They give some water to drink, nice drink to drink, and all this seva, whatever the seva is required, and fixing whatever needs to be fixed, like that. So that's Manjaris are, the Sakhis are not allowed because the Sakhis are equal age of Radharani or older than Radharani. These Manjaris are younger, very innocent little girls. But so then in the Sakhi's presence, Radharani becomes kind of shy, and she cannot reciprocate with Krishna as they both wanted to be. So, but the Manjaris are smaller, younger in age, so they are it's very pure-hearted manjaris, very pure, very loving manjaris. So then they can be present, and not all the manjaris will be present, but they are also like a Rupa Manjari and Sati Manjari. They are principal ones, and under them the other manjaris also serve Radharani and Krishna. So I'm not minimizing, but I don't have the vocabulary to express this highest platform of manjaris. It's very high. It's out of my, it's beyond my capacity to explain about the manjaris. Very, very exalted personalities. Thank you, Damodaran and Prabhuji, very, very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I have a question, like all these manjaris, do they take part in Rasa dance? Means all
No.
the gopis, like Sakhis, and they all take part in Rasa dance. So do the manjaris also do that?
Yes, they are there to serve all the Sakhis and Radharani and Krishna. They are there. That's how their part is. That's how they are taking part in the Rasa dance. They are not dancing with Krishna, but they serve them. Like sometimes the ankle bells comes off from the ankle, so then they take that and then put it on the whoever, like that. Sometimes they need some water to drink or whatever the service needed. They do the service because the manjaris are lovingly serving all the gopis and all this, and Radha Krishna. Because who are they? They are all Radharani's expansions, and they are all serving Krishna. The Radharani is serving, like we have understood about the Lord Nityananda, Lord Balaram, who is Lord Balaram himself. So Lord Nityananda is serving Lord Chaitanya. He's an exalted personality. He's a servitor Godhead. And Lord Chaitanya is God, accepting service. So Krishna and Balaram also serve Krishna in unlimited ways. So Radharani serves Krishna unlimited ways. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita it says, Ekale Ishvara Krishna. There's only one Ishvara. It's Krishna. Arasa Britya, and everyone is servants. So Lord Balaram, he's also serving Krishna. Like Advaitacharya is Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is serving Krishna. All the Vishnu Tattva is serving Krishna. Narayana, Vishnu, they're all serving Krishna. So when Krishna came personally, all of them are in him, in his body, present. So whenever there was a time to annihilate the demon, curb the demonic personalities, so those parts, Krishna himself, he's only one duty. He does only one work. He does. He's enjoying with his loving devotees. There's only one. Everything is carried out by Balaram in unlimited forms. Everything. So, when Radha and Krishna and Sakhis are there, so that all the manjaris are serving all the Sakhis in the Rasa dance also. They need, like we can see how, like when Navaratri comes, and all the Matajis and all the devotees, Matajis, I say, well, the ladies and men, they go, Sri Purush, all, not all, but some of them, or whatever, whoever, going, do the dance and like that. So it's not only them are doing everything. because there are some musicians to play the music. And then there are also some needs to be cleaned, so then cleaning. So all the services, so many services are done. So when they are having a rasa dance, it's not only those Sakhis are there and Krishna, Radharani and Krishna and all the Sakhis there. The Manjaris are there as well. They are all helping them. They are enhancing the pastimes by serving them. Is it okay, Mataji?
Yeah, very nice, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Danat Pranam, glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Anjana Gopika Devdasi. Mataji, I have one question because regarding we talk na high means that rasa in highest conjugal rasa. For me, I always have a doubt. Means still in my heart, so many material desire is there, and then and from so many devotees, if you have material desire, you should not discuss this high philosophy. Means from you, very experienced devotee, we can reveal that all the pastime. That's true, because for us it's not easy to understand or even listen that kind. Mataji, can you give how our mood should be? And our especially I feel it's a very low platform, and then Krishna's and maybe I may feel misunderstanding in my heart. Can you give the how our mood should be hearing all these things?
Whatever you are doing, the seva, you are doing serving. So that is how we do. What can you do? You are teaching children. Small. It's very nice service. Why you say you don't know and we are lost? Material desire. Yes, we all have material desire. Who doesn't have? Otherwise, if I don't have material desire, I would not be here in this material world. We can see how Lord Chaitanya says, if I have love for Krishna, will I be still here in material, existing in this body? No. Lord Chaitanya says like this. But we are all practicing. We are all want to become purified. So we are together, we get the strength, and together we practice. So you are also doing service. You are chanting very nicely. I hear you. Very nicely chanting japa. And you are also teaching the children. That is our future. So when they grow and sometimes we won't be able to do it, but they can help us. They can read for us. They can do some seva, which we cannot do. So this is a nice service you have, very beautiful service. Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, Prabhupada, they all recognize your Guru Maharaj, Jaipata Kamaran. See how he, he is in a wheelchair, but he is beyond the bodily platform. He's doing so much seva. So, whatever, like in your capacity, what you are doing is nice. You have a child, and you are also doing the seva, teaching children. It's a very nice service. So just go on. You are a very, very nice devotee. Go on doing this wholeheartedly. Chant your rounds nicely. You are chanting. You are already doing that. So just keep on chanting nicely like this, and you will get all the strength and whatever is need from the chanting. And you know that. So you are humble. So it's nice quality. Even though you are doing what's supposed to be doing, we are supposed to be doing, then that's all. There's nothing else to be done. You have faith in Guru and Krishna, and you're chanting and doing service. What else can be done? What else needed? And you are also loving. There's only one thing we can do. Whatever we are doing, we can put our love in it. That's it. Because that's how it is in Goloka. All love. Vrindavan, all love. That's why it says that in Vrindavan, all the dust, you roll in the dust. You get love of Krishna. It's really fully surcharged. So, love for Krishna we all have. Nitya Suddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunai. It's all inherent in all living entities. But has to be, it is in a sleeping condition. So it has to be awakened. And that is what we are doing. We are in a process. Thank you very much, Mata. I did not have the understanding and ability what you have now. That you are doing very nice service. In a limited way, I was just doing something, whatever I was doing to service. But that's, anyway, by the mercy of the devotees, all the devotees, what I can understand, that's what I'm saying. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Anjana Gopika Mataji, very, very much.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, all of your blessing. Hope I can serve Guru Maharaj properly one day. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, you are serving. So just keep on. You're doing very nice service. I'm sure your Guru Maharaj is pleased with you. It's like Sakshat, Yasya Prasadat Bhagavad Prasada. So when Guru Maharaj is pleased, we are sure that Krishna is pleased. So, sometimes it happens that we don't have taste for it, what the service of the chanting or the service. Sometimes it happens. It's not always that we have taste for it and we're doing. But then even though we don't have taste, that time we have to force ourselves. No one can force us, but we have to force ourselves to do the same service, to do the chanting, to do all this seva, whatever we are doing, with affection, with attention. So we should force that time when we don't. Sometimes it happens, because it happened to me also years ago, that when it was not just for so much long time, that I did not want to chant. I did not have a taste for chanting. I have lost for chanting. Must be for the aparad, which I don't know what I have committed anyway. So I had no taste for chanting, and I didn't want to chant. The mind said, no, there's no need to chant. It's Mayadevi's trick. So we have to be careful. Doesn't matter. We have to. Then I have heard that this is the only way, the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I have read, I have heard. So then I said, this is the only way. So whether I want to chant, I don't want to chant, whether I have taste, whether I have no taste, I must chant. I must force myself. Nobody else can force me, but I can. Somebody, they can force me, but I may not listen. But I should force myself. So then I kept on chanting and kept on doing whatever I was doing. The taste comes. This is one test. Mahadevi tests us. So that's what we have to be. Okay, this is my Guru Maharaj gave me the seva. Guru Maharaj gave me the mantra. So it doesn't matter, whatever the condition, I must do it. As long as I have strength in the body. Sometimes when I become sick, then I cannot do service. But at least once can be done all the time, any condition. Chanting. If you just lay, that's what, when I was sick and I'm in a hospital, I had no strength in the body. So then I was laying there and just, what can you do? I cannot do anything with the body. But the mind is, I have the mind. So the mind is just changing the mind in chanting. If you can, and at the point I had no strength, I couldn't even speak anything. A word, the sound would not come out from the mouth, no matter how I must try. So I say, I want to chant, but I cannot chant. What can I do? And I say, I can chant in my mind. So I started chanting in my mind. And I started chanting in my mind. And gradually the voice came, and it was so loud that nurse came in. Where do you get the strength from? Where did you get the strength from? So then I had this japamala and said, there's a holy name, Lord's name. That's where the strength comes. Because I had nothing internally. I haven't taken 2, 3, 4 days, not a drop of water. But then this is the strength. So this is what my personal experience. So I know that doesn't matter what happens. Holy name is complete, fully Krishna. Krishna is all complete, fully potent. So this is what we can do. Just chant, go on chanting, it doesn't matter. This material is always. This body is material, so it's not going to stay anywhere. And the mind is also material, but we have to, like Ambarish Maharaj, Savai Mana Krishna Padaravinda, he has surrendered his mind to the lotus feet of Krishna. All his senses he engaged in the service of the Lord. All the senses. Because the mind is the controller of the senses. So when the mind is at the lotus feet of Krishna, so naturally all the senses will go there. Hare Krishna. Mataji, thank you very much for giving me opportunity to tell you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. It's a very beautiful realization. Thank you for sharing, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Shyama Gauri Mataji. If there is no question, comment,
yeah.
Can we end?
Yes, we can. If no one has any questions. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Thank you very much. And you are such a blessing to have you on the call. So
it's for my benefit. I'm selfish. For myself, I'm on the class. Vancha kalpatarujya
कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
सिद्धांत प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रील भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Kaumodaki Mataji ki jai.
All the devotees.